This special program to celebrate the 100th birthday of Sir Durward Knowles is brought to you by Nassau Harbor Pilots Association, Blanco Chemicals Limited, Dozer Heavy Equipment, JBR Building Supplies Limited, Ribena, Nassau Paper Company Limited, the Dalbanus Agency Limited, Granite Pools of Nassau, NUA Insurance Agents and Brokers, Nassau Yacht Club, Master Technicians, the Free National Movement, and LJM Maritime Academy.
Lady Knowles, it's good to see you. And you are celebrating with your husband after being married for 70 years. Tell us about living with Sir Durward for 70 years.
You're asking me quite a question. 70 years is a long time. So we have our ups and downs like every married couple, but we all go through it and we love each other, and that's the main thing.
He said to me that when you were on your honeymoon, he gave you Cracker Jack and Coke soda.
That's right. And then we had to walk to the boat.
You had to walk to the boat in Spanish Wells.
Yeah, to come home.
Yes. So you've celebrated the good times and the bad times, eh?
Right.
More good than bad, I hope.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
You are originally from the United Kingdom of England.
Yes,
And you fell in love with him while visiting the Bahamas?
yes. I gave him an ultimatum.
What was that ultimatum?
I said I was going to leave, and we had been going together for a little while, for a couple of weeks. And I said to him, I'm going to leave. Now you're going to have to tell me if we keep it up or if we forget about it. So he says, no, we'll keep it up.
And so you didn't go. You didn't go back to England.
No, I went back to I went to Canada, and 3 months later I came back and got married.
Excellent. So you've had 70 wonderful years, I'm sure.
Yes, wonderful, yeah.
And you've been to some of these international competitions with him, eh?
Not really.
No.
Well, it's very difficult when you got 3 children.
Okay.
She was the one that went in Africa, California.
That was before we had it. Yeah, and then we went to
68.
Mexico. And then we went to Seoul.
Mexico and Seoul. So you went to 3 Olympic Games.
Yeah.
You enjoyed sailing as well?
No,
No?
no, I don't have anything to do with the water or the boat.
Do you? But you understand sailing?
Not really.
Not really.
I called her from Turkey, 4 o'clock in the morning. Hello, you won, eh? I thought she good to me. I said, yeah, we won. Hey, but I don't think you could call me for anything else if we had won. Not the Olympics.
But so you had a wonderful time living with your husband and growing up 3 children.
Right. All very good.
Very good. Very good. Well, I'm sure you are enjoying this birthday with Sir Durward, eh?
Oh, yes, and hope we'll have another one.
Very good.
Or many
Children?
more.
Children?
Many more.
Children?
No, children. No. Many more.
Okay, that's better.
Birthdays.
All right,
Many more
birthday.
birthdays.
Oh, Lord.
That's a good one. Okay, thank you very much. Good to see you.
Oh dear.
Charlotte, it's very good to see you, and I'm sure that you are enjoying these celebrations with your father.
Very much, yes. We're so happy that he's so well and with sound mind that he can enjoy the 100th celebration.
And I'm sure you are particularly pleased that he is the oldest Olympian in the world.
Yes, I brag a lot about him, but now I have even more to brag about.
And I believe that people are coming from around the world and saluting him on this occasion.
Yes, they are. We had someone from the Olympic Museum come and interview him, and he's just been getting so many accolades from all over, just congratulating him. He did say he was glad the other fellow died, so he can now be the oldest Olympian champion in the world.
Yeah. You obviously, you're doing some work for the Children's Committee and assisting your father in many, many ways. But before we talk about that, tell me about growing up with him as your father.
Well, he was not the ideal father that you look to today, where dads are going to soccer games and picking the kids up from school. When he picked us up from school, he either was late or he forgot us. So that was not the perfect ideal father in that sense, but he made us very proud. When he went away to sail again as a 6 or 7 year old, you couldn't understand when they said he went to the Olympics that he was gone for weeks and weeks at a time. And to do what? To sail. That didn't seem so special then, but now I appreciate everything that he did. And as time went on, when his sailing career came to more of a halt, he couldn't have been a better father and a better father figure to us. He's always been there, giving us advice, giving us support. He's just been a tremendous father in that respect. Growing up was a little different. Mom was the backbone of the family, and she never once, and being an English lady, I think that she had such good upbringing, because a Bahamian woman would have said, "Where do you think your father is?" Yeah. Where she never ever said that. So we just appreciated what he did, and because of her, I think we accepted it, and it made us so proud. The only thing though was when he'd come back from a trip, we expected gifts. Well, when I'd searched through the suitcase, all I saw was silver trophies. So that was a bit of a disappointment. But in hindsight, when I look at it now, I couldn't have been prouder.
Yes, yes.
And I know I speak for all the children.
Yes. Your father's a man of tremendous wit. I'm sure he shared a whole lot of that with you, eh?
Yes, yes. He was always sarcastic. And the more sarcastic he was, the more he knew he liked you. So if he didn't joke with you, then so-so. But if he teased you, you knew that you were in his good books.
Yes. I spoke to him about philanthropy and the contributions made to many organizations, to sailing. Your father had a difficulty saying no to people who were in search of funds.
Very much. And don't let him shed a tear, because that was it. Done deal. They got whatever they wanted. No, he's been very generous, and I think to a fault, to some degree, that people have taken advantage of him, but he's had it, so he's given back, and I think that the Lord has blessed him with his health, and we are so grateful for that, because he's always taught us to give and not expect anything in return, and we try to live our lives like that, and he has just been a shining example, as well as my mother, to be kind and generous and as helpful as you can be to your best ability.
These are all of the things that your father learned in Ebenezer Methodist Church.
That's right.
Yes, yes. Thank you so very much. I'm sure you were enjoying this birthday.
Yes, very much. And we're just so proud that of all the accomplishments he's done, and just that he's making 100 years. But he has an older sister that's 102. So he's got to catch her up.
Okay, very good. Well, let's hope that he does,
yes,
and he passes her, but in good health.
Yes, yeah. And thank you so much for taking your time out to come and interview him.
No problem. Thank you so very much. You've been watching and listening to a special program on the life and times of Sir Durward Knowles, a national hero here in the Bahamas, a legend as he celebrated his 100th birthday around with his wife and his daughter. And you heard tributes coming from other people. And so on behalf of a grateful nation, the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, and all of us here at JCN, we wish him a very happy 100th birthday. Thank you for watching and listening, and good evening, everyone.
This special program to celebrate the 100th birthday of Sir Durward Knowles has been brought to you by Nassau Harbor Pilots Association, Blanco Chemicals Limited, Dozer Heavy Equipment, JBR Building Supplies, Ribena, Nassau Paper Company Limited, the Dalbinus Agency Limited, Granite Pools of Nassau, NUA Insurance Agents and Brokers, Nassau Yacht Club, Master Technicians, the Free National Movement, and LJM Maritime Academy.